I don't have much to say about Abyss honestly. I just never play it cause it never gets picked. It's like a middle child in terms of super golf maps. Anyways, hole 1. The ever classic straight line. These transparent jellyfish look really sick though. 5.4 out of 10. Hole 2. I like how the bend isn't a perfect 90-degree turn, makes it feel a whole lot more fresh and unique. I also like the sheer abundance of octopi on this map. 6 out of 10. Hole 3. I like the large hole in the middle, and the path to nowhere after the turn. I do not like the ink though. 5.7 out of 10. Hole 4. The lack of a ramp on the first turn makes you use another stroke if you go normally. You can just shoot right at the wedge if you want though. The worms and radioactive barrels scattered around are also pretty cool, since they're all neon and stuff. 6 out of 10. Hole 5. I always take the sponge path, since it's just way cooler and more efficient. The rest is cool too I guess. 6.3 out of 10. Hole 6. More bridges. This one feels a lot more basic than the last few holes, and I think it should have been an earlier hole. The blobfishes hanging around are also pretty epic. 5.9 out of 10. Hole 7. I enjoy going 100 straight into the wall, it's just so cool. Do not enjoy the ink in the way, though. 7 out of 10. Hole 8. You can shoot right into the top left wedge to get really close to the hole, but there's a good chance you fall into one of the holes. So you gotta aim really well to get a good shot in, and I definitely like that. If you can get a heo here, it feels really satisfying. The little volcanoes in the middle are also cool. Fuck that ink though. 7.7 out of 10. Hole 9. Feels like a mix of holes 2, 1, and 6, which is pretty cool. Kinda like a trail mix of the previous holes. That does mean there's more stupid ass ink here, sadly. 6.3 out of 10. Hole 10. You can probably do some crazy skip with the ramps, but I'm too noob to do that. Actually never mind, I'm cracked. 6.7 out of 10. Hole 11. There's too much goddamn ink I can't see. Other than the copious amounts of ink, it's pretty good. I like the roundabout at the start. 6 out of 10. Hole 12. Hole 6 but timing. 4 out of 10. I don't like timing two things at once. Hole 13. Basically hole 12 if there were two turns and a ramp between the two bridges. Pretty alright, but very straightforward. 5.7 out of 10. Hole 14. I like the split paths, but I always take the one with the bridge. More of the same honestly. 6 out of 10. Hole 15. I like the hole being a shark. 5 out of 10. Yeah, this map is pretty average. Some good holes but otherwise alright. Can't say much about it honestly. Let's do an irradiated 5.5 out of 10.